Now from your exclusive home for minor league baseball, MLB The Show is on the air. Tonight we wrap up this brief two-game series between the Tennessee Smokies and the Jackson Generals. It's The Show. Ken Griffey will stand in now. 2 hits and 5 trips for him in yesterday's ball game.
Well, you know, he's been averaging at least an RBI per game over his last 10, so yesterday's performance shouldn't have come as any big surprise to anybody.
Romero sprinting after it. First and second here with nobody out. This is line to left. That gets down. He's got himself a base hit.
Boy, you talk about getting yourself into some early hot water.
Ken Griffey is into the box as we are all set to begin the third.
And this is a guy that can make a big change in this game with one swing of the bat because you know he has big-time power.
And a check swing here, but he clearly went around on a pitch that would have been a strike anyway. It's 0-1. Now a ball crushed high in the air, deep to left, way back there, and that one is long gone. A solo shot here to left, number 36 on the year for him, as it's trimmed to a 4-3 game now.
That pitcher's got to be thinking, how can I throw a pitch like that in this situation? That thing was so right down the middle, it absolutely got hammered, and he knew it.
Digging in to try it again, Ken Griffey. He went deep in his first at-bat. We'll see what he's got in store for us here. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Line drive to left. Romero is right there as he puts it away, no problem for the first out. Ken Griffey will get a shot here in a bases-loaded situation, and you'd have to say they've got the right man for the job up here.
Yeah, team leader in RBI. He's got a shot to push that lead out even further if he could come through here.
And he will deliver one of the biggest at-bats of the night. It's a base hit, and they will tag him out at the plate. And that'll keep our ball game tied up as the inning is over. So it's a run on 3 hits. Ken Griffey will stride in again, and before he takes his cuts here, let's flash you back to the third inning. This was just a solo shot, but it definitely helped get this offense going. And he gives this one a pretty good ride down the left field line. Romero on the move. Nearly a big fly to start the inning instead of foul ball. Oh, and he gets a hold of this one as it's in the air to deep left. Does he have another one? He does. It's another. So a solo shot down the line in left, his second of the game, and this will make things interesting at this point. It's now a 6-5 game.
One rule for being a successful closer, you gotta keep the ball in the ballpark. But he's still got a...
And as we wrap things up here, what do you say we name this guy right here as the recipient of our Topps Player of the Game award?
Yeah, and I think we probably could have given this award to 3 or 4 different people, but...
Minor League pregame show. I'm Matt Vasgersian getting you ready for Double-A Southern League action tonight as we jump into our Bowman Prospect Spotlight. Ken Griffey is our focus, and he's coming off a very nice game in which he racked up 4 hits and just looked dialed in at the plate.
Yeah.
Now from your exclusive home for minor league baseball, MLB The Show is on the air. Ken Griffey gets his first opportunity now in the top of the first with nobody on. First offering on its way. This is line to left. Aquino is there, and they breeze through this half inning as the side is retired. So a fairly painless top of the first. Ken Griffey stands in with 2 on and 2 out here in the third.
And you know, some guys just get better with runners in scoring position and 2 outs. This is a big at-bat for him right here, even though it's still early.
Third inning, no score to this point. Line drive to left. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is. Ken Griffey digs in, and we'll see what he can do here with 2 on and 2 out here in the 5th.
Yeah, a couple of ducks on the pond out there looking to make that trip home. This is a big 2-out AB right here, guys.
Hit fairly well out towards straightaway center. DiMaggio will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. So a strong start on the mound as he's blanked him through the first 5. Last half of the 5th coming. Ken Griffey will stand in now in what could be a real make-or-break situation.
You think at this point you have to get something out of this inning. The further you get into that bullpen, the tougher it's going to be to claw back from this deficit.
First pitch on its way. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. This is skied into short left center. Aquino has a beat on it. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away.
Now batting.
Well, you always hope to get a good outing from your starting pitcher, but this man went above and beyond in this one. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, it wasn't exactly a complete game, but he did get him into the 7th inning.
MLB The Show's coverage of minor league baseball is on the air as we continue our tour around the minor league. Ken Griffey will stand in. He comes off an 0 for 4 in last night's ball game.
Well, it wasn't a great game for him yesterday, but I got to tell you, watch out for him in this one. He's been blasting balls over the wall at a ridiculous pace in recent games.
And they're going to hit the board first tonight as this ball's down for extra bases. At the plate, Ken Griffey. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
Boy, he had a great at-bat last time up, and he'll look for another pitch he can drive right here.
And this is going to find the alley as he might have himself his second double of the ball game. And he's in there safely. He's got a double.
And after going hitless in last night's ball game, he's turned things around here. That's his second hit of the ball game, and he's in at second base with a well-hit double.
Ken Griffey will dig in. He doubled his last time.
Well, he got a good pitch to hit up in the zone, and he didn't miss it. He'll be looking for it again right here.
Line to left. And that finds the outfield grass for a base hit. And the runner from third scores as they try and work their way back into this one. The runner from second crosses the plate. That makes it a 7-3 ball game. Stepping in, Ken Griffey, coming off the clutch 2-run single his last time up.
And they take another single right here, too, no doubt. Runner in scoring position, so any ball into the outfield probably gets him home.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Good swing. Just got to try and straighten that one out. Here comes the 0-1. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. this is hit high and deep out to left. DiMaggio ranging back, still going back. A leap at the wall, but he can't bring this one back. It's a home run. It's a two-run shot to straightaway left. 38th home run of the season for him. And it's now an 8-7 ball game.
Boy, I want you to check out the location of where this pitch is.
Ken Griffey will come forward now in what could be an at-bat that goes a long way toward deciding this ball game.
And they better be careful, too, because they haven't gotten him out yet. So this is no small task.
And here's ball 4 now on the intentional walk. So that'll set up the... Ken Griffey will stand in again as we flash you back to the middle innings here. This was a big blow, a two-run home run that really got his guys going. Drilled on the ground to short. Throw gets him, 2 down.
2 quick outs here to start things off. Can't ask for much more than this in extra innings.
Ken Griffey stands in. The 8th man to bat in the inning as he'll get a shot now with 2 on and 2 out. Went about halfway there, but it's a called strike regardless. Seemed to quicken his delivery to the plate on that last pitch.
Well, you got to remember the slide step does 2 things for you. It gets the catcher the ball quicker so he can throw a guy out, or it will hold the runner on first so he doesn't steal it all.
Has to be thinking strikeout here. And he might have another one as this is hit high and deep out to left. And that ball will stay fair, and it's gone. A home run. A 3-run shot down the line in left. His 2nd home run of the game, as it's now a 6-run ball game.
Well, sooner or later, somebody was going to get him. That's just the first home run he's allowed out of the bullpen all season long. He's been lights out all year, but...
Well, a pretty good offensive show of force in this one. Probably at least a couple of players deserving. But, gentlemen, let's go ahead and give this man the nod as our top player of the game.
Yeah, he connected on a couple of long home runs. Really put his guys on his back.
Welcome back to the Minor League pregame show. I'm Matt Vasgersian, bringing you closer to Southern League play as we take a look at tonight's Bowman Prospect Spotlight. Ken Griffey is our subject as he comes off one of his better showings of the year. His last contest, an impressive 5-hit. It's time for baseball now as the show's tour of the minors continues with a stop in the Southern. Ken Griffey will hope his heroics from last night can carry over to this one as he's coming off a 5-hit ball game.
Well, you know, he's been averaging at least an RBI per game over his last 10, so yesterday's performance shouldn't have come as any big surprise to anybody.
Catch is made. Here comes the runner from third. The run is in to score, and they take an early 1-0 lead. Ken Griffey digs in here, having earned an RBI on a sac fly in his first plate appearance. Here's a swing, and oh man! Way out of here. So a 3-run shot to left center, and even 40 home runs on the year for him now as they move on top 4-0.
Well, apparently these guys didn't see the highlights from yesterday because...
Digging in to try it again, Ken Griffey. He went deep in his first at-bat. We'll see what he's got in store for us here.
Well, the last time he saw a fastball and hit it pretty well, so we'll see how they work him this time. You can throw him more fastballs, but you better not put it in that location.
Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Hard liner toward short. So this is pulled in by the shortstop. Ken Griffey will stand in another dangerous spot here in the inning as this ball game is hanging on the precipice of getting out of hand.
Yeah, I think you have to get this guy if you're going to have any chance of sticking around. Even a single here might put this one out of reach.
Oh, and he gets a hold of this one as it's in the air to deep left. Does he have another one? It's another home run. So a 3-run blast to straightaway left, his second of the game, as they've widened this lead to 8 now.
Well, it seems to me like we've seen this before. His second home run of the ballgame.
Ken Griffey will stand in now to lead things off, and he'll do so with the same pitcher still out there. Seems he's earned himself another inning.
I think that's a definite vote of confidence, but he's done a nice job since coming in, so you might as well ride that hot hand.
Running hard, he's digging for second, and he's not stopping. He wants 3. And he is out at third, and that's a big mistake there leading off the end. And as we wrap things up here, what do you say we name this guy right here as the recipient of our Topps Player of the Game award?
Yeah, this game wasn't exactly a pitcher's duel, but take a look at all the RBIs. He was an absolute menace with runners in scoring position.
Back here with our minor league pregame show, I'm Matt Vasgersian getting you ready for Double-A Southern League action tonight as we jump into our Bowman Prospect Spotlight. Ken Griffey will be our man to watch as he enters this one, having carried his team offensively last time out. He drove in a bunch of runs and the Stars of tomorrow get their shot in the limelight today as the show's coverage of the Southern League is. Ken Griffey will stand in. He too had 3 hits in the win last night.
Well, you look at the average on the season, guys, and he's not sneaking up on anybody. Pretty amazing numbers for him right there. So yesterday's performance.
And they're going to hit the board first tonight as this ball's down for extra bases. And they're going to take a 1-0 lead as the run comes across to score.
Well, we've seen a couple.
Ken Griffey is into the box as we are all set to begin the third.
And this is a guy that can make a big change in this game.
There's a swing and a ball hit in the air, and a ball that he got every stitch of, as that one, without a doubt, is gone. A solo shot here to left. Home run number 42 on the season, as it's now a 3-0 ball game.
Well, apparently
Ken Griffey stands in, coming off a solo homer in his previous trip.
And I think he proved to us his last at-bat that he can turn around anybody's fastball. So maybe you go off speed or try to get it down in the zone.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Line hard into left, and he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. So nothing happening this time around. On now to the bottom half of inning. Ken Griffey will stride in again, and before he takes his cuts here, let's flash you back to the 3rd inning. This was just a solo shot, but it definitely helped get this offense going. Oh, and he gets a hold of this one as it's in the air to deep left. Does he have another one? He does. It's another home run. A solo shot here to left. His second home run of the game as they extend the lead to 5-0.
Well, it seems to me like we've seen this before. His second home run of the ball.
Ken Griffey will get another shot at it here as we take you back to inning number 7. This was his second home run of the ball game, as he'd like nothing more than to make it 3 right here. But he gets back in time, safe at second base. And a good offensive performance here, but I think we can agree on naming this fellow right here as our Topps Player of the Game.
Yeah, he connected on a couple of long home runs. Really put his guys on his back and carried them to the victory.
The show's continuing coverage of minor league baseball is on the air. Today we've got a good matchup ahead between the Tennessee Smokies and the Montgomery. Ken Griffey strides forward with a hot bat in his hands. Great numbers over the past few games. Here comes the first pitch. Runner goes. Line toward the alley in left center. And that'll get down for a base hit. Around third and being waved on home. The run comes across to score, and they jump ahead 1-0.
And that play was just an absolute mess. I mean, if you want to see a manager lose his mind, try that.
Leading off the inning, Ken Griffey, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
And right here is an important time for them to climb back into this one. They definitely want to even this one up sooner rather than later.
He'll put it away with it. Ken Griffey will dig in. He picked up an RBI with a base hit back in the first.
Ken Griffey.
Now a ball crushed high in the air, deep to left, way back there, and that one is long gone. A solo shot here to left. Home run number 44 on the year, as the lead is cut to 4-2 now.
Well, apparently these guys didn't see the highlights from yesterday.
Ken Griffey will stand in yet again as we flash you back to the middle innings. This was a turning point here. A solo home run that was really one of the key at-bats of the ballgame to this point. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Aquino is there to make the catch, and they'll get out of this with the lead intact. Runs here on it. Ken Griffey makes his way to the plate, needing to make something happen. They're down to their final out in the 9th inning. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Oh, and he gets a hold of this one as it's in the air to deep left. Does he have another one? He does. It's another home run. It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left, his second of the game. As they pull even, it's 6-6 now.
Well, sooner or later, somebody was going to get him. That's just...
So a good offensive showing for these guys, but if we had to pick one player that stood out, that's our man right there. He's our tops player of the game.
Yeah, he came through with a couple of hits, but more...
Back here with our minor league pregame show. I'm Matt Vasgersian, getting you ready for Double-A Southern League action tonight as we jump into our Bowman Prospect Spotlight. Ken Griffey is our man to watch as he enters this one, having carried his team offensively last time out. He drove in. MLB The Show's coverage of minor league baseball is on the air as we continue our tour. Ken Griffey will come forward now. Back in the lineup here after getting yesterday afternoon off. Line drive to left. Royster has to retreat a bit, but he gets there for out number 1. And he'll move up to third now. Runners at the corners here with one. Ken Griffey stands in for the second time. Hit it hard, but lined out in his first at-bat.
Yeah, he put a good swing on it last time, so we'll see if he can make one fall here.
Solid base hit for him, his first of the afternoon. And the throw in gets away from him.
This has got to be...
At the plate, Ken Griffey. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
Yeah, it's been an offensive explosion for him today, and let's see if they can keep it going.
This is line to left. Royster is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. So 2 runs on 3 hits, 1 error in the inning. Ken Griffey digs in now after lining out in his last try.
Yeah, he was pretty unlucky last time because he squared up that fastball nicely. So we're going to have to see if they still come at him with hard stuff.
And this is pulled hard but foul. Hope they brought their gloves for that one out there. Line hard deep into left. Royster is there, and he puts this one away for the 3rd out. So a great job there of working out a potential trouble. So no runs, no base hit. Ken Griffey will stand in another dangerous spot here in the inning as this ball game is hanging on the precipice of getting out of hand.
Yeah, I think you have to get this guy if you're going to have any chance of sticking around. Even a single here might put this one out of reach.
Robinson sprinting after it. Gone! It's a grand slam. So he promptly unloads the bases with that one. 46 now for him on the season as they've pushed this lead up to 9 now.
Oh, and well, you could probably follow the thinking on the mound right there. He's got the bases loaded now. He doesn't want to fall behind, so he's just going to try to get that first one over to start the at-bat to try to get it.
Ken Griffey will stand in now following the home run, and you wonder if that losing streak is about to go by the wayside.
Well, they're not home yet, but certainly this has been a much better performance than we've seen out of them for a while now. So all signs seem to be pointing to a potential victory.
The relay onto the second baseman covering, and he can't handle it.